Hey, hey. Hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. Jamal. Oh, man, my light don't work. What's up, y'all? Hey, hey. Just wait for Jamal to come on, y'all. Today was a long day, y'all. I just want to say that. A very long day. I'm bald head, y'all. Y'all see me? Ain't got no hair. We talk about that in a minute. Hey, Monique. I miss us. We miss y'all. It's been a month. It's been a long month. My light don't work. I'm mad. I need some batteries. I'm just waiting for Jamal to set up and get on. Just waiting for Jamal to come on, y'all, so we can get this topic started. I'm tired. Ean, what's up, Ean? If y'all could send this live out, please, to anybody, everybody. Share the live. I totally appreciate it. Send it out, share it. So forth, to everybody. Oh, Jamal's on now. There you go.
Yo, what's up? Dag, it's been a minute. Leader, what's up, Leader? What's going on? I need you to chime in on this one, Leader. We talking about where's a great place for you to find that perfect or that special someone. So, Leader, you might got a story for us or something, about how you and the hubby got together. You know what I mean? So, stay locked in. Good evening, GG Mom. What's happening? Crown Cuts was good. All right, so we're just gonna let a couple people come in here, get up in here. Definitely hit that airplane down at your bottom right and share it. If you got any single friends, if you got any couples that have a good story on how they met or where they met, rather, then definitely share it to them. If you got any single people that's been out here, they can't find love nowhere. They burnt out. They tired of this venue, that venue, and they like, man, I don't even know where to start. They just confused. If you got anybody like that you know, that girlfriend that you know, like she keep on
Amen.
coming up short or whatever, and she ain't finding that guy, and she's trying it, send this her way. You know what I mean? Where do people meet? Yes, yes, Sid Dreams. Where do people meet? You,
Jeez.
Leader, you found him at work. 24 years in, though. Okay, all right, that's what I'm talking about. Where y'all is at? Where you met your special someone? So we got work. The workplace is a good place to meet that special someone. I mean, it makes sense because a lot of times you at work more than your, you know what I mean, more than you at home. So that's, y'all be having them little work hubbies and all that. So I guess you turned your work hubby into a real hubby, huh, Leader?
Right.
Mike, what up? Ty Smith, what up? What up? What up? What up? All right, yeah, we finna get it in. All right, we finna get it in. Let's get it popping. All right. At any time, all right, this how we plan. At any time, first of all, my name is Maul, and Cherie's my wife. We've been married for 12 years. And we've known each other for 13. We got married after 1 year. We had a long marriage. And we had a lot of dysfunction in our marriage, a lot of toxicity. And right around the time that COVID hit, for whatever reason, we went from beefing, you know what I mean, to like really getting into each other. And so this is, you know what I mean, our platform that we share, and we have just discussions about relationship stuff. We don't claim to have all the answers. So a lot of times we invite y'all in to chime in, you know what I mean, and go live with us, or even we'll have some experts on certain situations. So today, and we miss you too, Brown Eyes Crystal. We definitely miss you too. So
we miss everybody.
We miss everybody, man.
Ryan,
Also, Ryan. Yeah, Ryan. For all my Muslim brothers and sisters, man, I hope your Ramadan was a blessing to you as it was for me and my family. Blessings to everyone that's out there for this time that we had, just for reflection. You know what I mean? So we stepped away for the last 4 weeks during the month of Ramadan, and now we back. So we listen, we ready to get into what's happening. All right, so without further ado, Cherie, why don't you chime in and tell us, so do you want to tell, all right, we can first start off. Now this the thing, y'all. With this topic, the topic for today, for anybody that's just chiming in, the topic for today is, where can you meet some, like a good mate, like you know what I'm saying, like that special someone. Where can you meet this person? Because, you know what I mean, a lot of people, like, tired of playing, and they like, you know what, I just want to lock in with something. I know it's summertime, so this might be the wrong timing, because summertime, everybody trying to, you know what I mean, do their own thing. Don't get me wrong, I understand that. But like, where do you really go? What's some good places to go if you're really trying to find that special someone? So I think it'd be appropriate for anybody that's there in the comments. Ron talking about some church. It's plenty of sinners going.
religious grounds. The
Not
funeral
the
home.
Hey, chill.
Y'all got to stop.
I know. Dang. First day
Y'all
back. Y'all coming with the shenanigans. You know what I mean? Oh, Brown Eyes to the steakhouse.
A steakhouse. Which one? Outback, Longhorn, or Ocean Prime? Which one?
She want that steak 48. She want that steak 48 date. You know what I mean? Listen, this is real, because y'all gonna be surprised at some of the places that people met that have long-standing relationships. You'll be surprised. You know what I mean? So without further ado, I'm thinking what we'll do is right, Ron, steak 48. All that expensive taste, Ron.
I'm with the funeral home too. I'm
you know what I mean? I'm with the funeral home too. It'd be some silver foxes. Silverfox.com.
Okay.
Listen, Silver Fox. I think it's called Silver. Yeah, Silver
I'm
Fox.
going to go to the shelter and wash my nigga up. Okay, period, Tootie.
That's what I'm talking about. Literally from the mud. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm a rider. Oh, the supermarket. Okay. Not bad.
Yeah.
That means he's probably. So what did that mean? That means that if you meet a guy in a supermarket, that means what? Maybe he's a little responsible, you know what I mean? He doing his own thing, you know what I'm saying? Independent, maybe, eating healthy. That's a good sign. So I don't know. That might be a good thing. You know what I mean? Now if he picking up some what they call them, Jones? I guess it do depend on what I guess it do depend on what's in his cart. You know what I'm saying?
Home Depot.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna start off by I'm gonna have Sharice maybe start off, and you tell me how you feel. If you want me to start, it's up to you. But we're gonna start off with how we met. You know what I mean? So this is one place that you can meet your mate. Now, I'm gonna let her, break everything down, but I'm gonna tell you, this place you might be like, man, I would never find somebody in this place, this and the third, da da da. But we've been together for 13 years. We've been married for 12. So you can't completely count it out. So I'm gonna let her, you know what I'm saying, explain. Ron, God damn it. This nigga, he the type that just tell you the ending of the movie before you even get in the seat. I'm gonna spill all my popcorn. All right, go ahead, Sheree. You tell him, all right, just tell him a little bit about, our situation.
So shit, upstate, I'm crying.
Jail nigga,
and it made in Manhattan or a Bella Beast.
I don't
know.
Belle and Beast scenario. Oh, Beauty and the Beast probably. Oh, exists. Oh, okay. I see what you said. Can the Beauty and the Beast? Yes, it can. I believe a lot of these, you can't bank on the whole Beauty and the Beast thing happen, or even that, Kiss the Frog thing. But you know what I mean? It's definitely good situations out here. And we'll talk about this later, but I think we gotta get back to our instincts and knowing how to identify a good person. So wherever you at, you can kind of tap into somebody that got good vibes. But that's a whole nother situation. All right, go ahead, Sheree.
I met my husband on the block.
That's what I'm talking about.
So actually, me and Jamal met at a bar. His family owns a bar on 51st and Sansom, which is called Maximum Level.
Shout out
and
to MXL Cafe.
I was a bartender working there, and Jamal came in the bar. If anybody that knows Jamal, he come in with his glasses on and all this obnoxious mess. I'm like, who is this guy? Child, nobody. Anywho, I was working, minding my business. So he gonna start.
Yo, he was like,
he gonna start ordering like, yeah, let me get this, let me get that, whatever. So I make his stuff, and I was like, okay, I don't even know, $12.50. So I'm like, he looking at me like, what? And I'm looking at him like, where the money at? You got to pay your stuff. Mind you, I didn't know who he was, none of that. I didn't know that he was the son of the owner. I ain't know none of that, and I didn't care about none of that. All I cared about was that tab, because I was new working there, and I want to do my job. So he like,
Mo's being corny.
Yeah. So he like, well, I'm so and so. I'm like, okay, and it's still X amount of dollars. Like, I don't got nothing to do with who you are. So at the time, I want to say I was working with probably like his cousin or somebody. So I'm like, yeah, you know who he is or whatever. And she like, oh yeah, that's the owner's son and this and that and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, all right, I guess. So that was that. And so I'm in there, whatever. So he would like come in there from time to time or whatever. So he asked who I was and all other stuff like that. I told him who I was. And, it was like brief conversations. One day he had asked to take me home. I'm like, sure, it's a ride. Shit, sure, you can take me home. Come on. I ain't gonna turn down no ride. So he had took me home, and like we like talked here and there or whatever. And at the time, you know, I don't got no kids. I'm living my best life. You know, I'm good. I'm single, no children, all the other stuff like that. So, after a while, it was like, so what happened was one day he took me home, and we in a car sitting in front of my door, and he gonna say, so yeah, we grown. I said, okay, we grown, and he like, yeah, so we grown, and we might as well just get to the point. And I'm like, what point is that? He like, oh, well, you know. I'm like, no, I don't know. So he like, what? So I'm like, well, listen, I ain't that type of female. So, you know, he was like, you know what I mean, either we gonna do that or we gonna be friends, or I mean, you know what I mean, or we just gonna move our own separate way. I was like, all right then, thanks for the ride. See you later. So I got out the car. I was like, what? This nigga got me shot. What you thought this was? Like, trying to give me some more ultimatum stuff.
She got
talking
out
about
the car.
We grown.
I had revved up the engine on the boulevard. I had let her ass out right on the boulevard.
No, the hell he didn't. I mean, he let me out right in front of my door.
I was like,
he let me out right in front of my door. Don't believe the hype. He let me out right in front of my door. Right in front of my door. So I said, okay. He was like, okay. He pulled off. I went in my apartment, mind my business. So, you know, I'm like, all right, whatever. That's a done deal. He on some other stuff. So that was that. So I was at the gym with one of my girlfriends at the time. And y'all, he was blowing my phone up. I'm like, did he say that this was like, you know, I thought he got the hint by me saying I wasn't that type of female. So I'm like, all right, well, you know, what is there to talk about at this point? It's nothing to talk about. You don't want to be friends. You know, we adults, everything else. Yes, being thirsty.
Well, being thirsty. Shut up.
So
no, this is like Martin Lawrence. She can tell her side. I'm gonna tell my side. Now you see how she
this is the real deal.
Right? Okay, I'm gonna tell the real story when it's my turn. I don't gotta lie. But go ahead.
I don't gotta lie.
You go ahead.
Anyway. So I'm in the gym with my girlfriend. He blowing my phone up, y'all. Blowing me up. Like, I'm like, hello. He like, yeah, what you doing? I'm like, I'm at the gym with my girlfriend. I'm going to call you back. He like, all right, bye. Hang up. He called me back, y'all. I was like, yo, what is going on, dog? Like, you super fly. You got your shotties on. Clearly, you think you the man. So why? I don't understand. Where are we going with this? What? I'm like, so my girlfriend like,
damn. Really corny.
My girlfriend like, damn, he keep calling you. Who is that? So I'm like telling her, like, yeah, it's
the
guy.
Motherfucking president. That's who it is,
the
nigga.
Guy. He talking about he talking about
Obama.
You know, I need to act like an adult and all this other stuff. So, you know, he said he want to be friends. So I'm like trying to figure out why he's still calling me. So I answer the phone. I'm like, hello. He like, yeah, small talking, y'all. What's your address again? I'm like, why do he want to know my address? What is going on? Like, this guy said that, you know, he just wanted to do the do, and I didn't want to do that. So I'm at the gym, and I leave or whatever. My girlfriend dropped me off. I get a phone call from my
Ryan, don't believe it.
Because my guy sister at my apartment, whatever. So she like, Sheree. I'm like, what? She like, girl, somebody left some flowers and a teddy bear with some tickets on the step. Oh my God. I'm like, what? Who is that? Like, who did that? Like, I was like, all right, I'll see when I get home.
Turned the heat up a notch.
So I get home.
Turned the heat up a notch.
So I get home, y'all. And it's this teddy bear with these flowers and these tickets to, at the time, Damani's. If anybody's familiar with that, Damani's, they were having comedy shows. So I'm like, I read it. I'm like, oh, that was so nice. Like, okay, I guess he's not corny after all. Maybe I can give him a try. Right, Rob?
Thank you, Frank. I'm a classy boy. I just had to see where she fell in line. Yeah, I
free
mean,
tickets.
I didn't know which one you mean.
So I'm
I was
like,
gonna get it
oh
either way, one way or the other. You know what I'm saying? We was gonna
no,
do,
don't
ratchet or
believe
classic.
him. Don't believe him.
I'm just
Don't
saying.
believe him. So this is in December. So I'm like, oh, that was so nice, Then I invited him out to my birthday party. He like came for a little bit. It was at some club that was on at where the movie theater is on 40th Street at that moment, whatever. He come there. He's still acting all, cool and all the other extra stuff. Like, I'm like, all right, okay.
It wasn't an
So
act.
it was. So yeah, so again, we started talking again or whatever like that. And then so I had got to
Pop
work
goes the
and
weasel.
yes, period. Unless you going to be. It ain't down one, nothing else but that. So I get to the bar at the time. And I feel like at the time when I was working at the bar, y'all, they was hating on me heavy. They was trying to get me out of there. Because if anybody know me, when I was a bartender at Pleasures on 59th and Master, if anybody know, like I was the best bartender out there at that time. And I was working over there and there was other bartenders in there like, who this young girl? Well, I really wasn't a young girl, but they probably thought I was. But they like, who this old young girl? She swears she cute, blah, blah, blah. I wasn't paying them no mind. So I had asked to see if I can get off to go to the comedy show with him, and they told me no, hating. I couldn't even get off. So I end up not going to the comedy show with him, but then we had went to then we went to the pod. That was our first little date. He took me to the pod before I went to work. And we went to the pod and we was talking.
Hold on. The pot, you was amazed by the pot. You was feeling that joke.
I was, because it was nice. I never been there before at the time.
Right,
I was.
Right,
it was nice. Okay,
Frank,
get over yourself.
Where you at?
Get over yourself.
The classy boy.
Get over yourself.
You know what I mean? So I had to, take it to, one of the hot spots. You know what I mean?
Oh my
God. So I took it to the pot. You know what I mean?
She said,
she didn't.
Right.
She didn't.
Right.
Hey, Rod, chill. The pod ain't shit. The pod is shit. If you anybody ever been in there, give me some hearts if you've been to the pod or university.
37th and Sansom, I think. I think that is Sansom.
Yeah.
It's a really nice restaurant or whatever. So anyway, so they wouldn't let me get off. We went to the pod. I almost got fired because he had me late for work, y'all. Anybody know Jamal? He late for everything. Had me late for work, about to get me fired on. Darn well they don't like me. No, I was on eggshells up in that joint.
They closed? Damn.
So, we talked and then we had so then that was like end of January going into February. And then Valentine's Day came. And he came to the bar. He had like flowers and all this other stuff. And I mean, we was like talking for a good 2 months at that point. And
don't try to drag it out and all that. You trying to make yourself look good. Bottom line, y'all, I got the draw. At the end of the day, you know what I mean? I just had to apply a little pressure. It wasn't even about
nothing. You told me to tell my side, and I'm telling my story. So you said tell it, I'm telling it. So by that time, it's Valentine's Day. We've been talking for a little minute. And I mean, I really was feeling him. I'm like, okay, maybe he's not an asshole after all. He's a nice guy. Maybe I can just give him a play. And, so Valentine's Day came. And he was like, I'm going to take you home or whatever. So I'm like, all right, cool. So I get off at 2. He picked me up. He take me home. And yeah, Joe, he got the draws. I ain't gonna lie, he did.
Bang, 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 bang.
He got the draws on Valentine's Day.
Bang, 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 bang. Hey, listen.
But it took his ass 2 months to get it, though. It ain't happened overnight. I can tell you that.
Listen, listen. I already knew what time it was. I just put the play together. You know what I mean? I just had to put the play together. You know what I mean? I'm a
Listen,
classy boy.
don't,
I'm well equipped
don't,
to sweep you off your feet.
don't,
You know what I mean? I had to get a bigger
don't,
broom. That's all. You know
don't,
what I mean? I had to get a bigger broom,
don't,
but put
don't,
you right in the
don't,
dustpan. You know what I mean?
don't,
Put you right in the
no.
dustpan, so you know.
So,
Anyway, listen.
anywho,
Look. I'm gonna tell y'all,
yeah,
Chrissy, what
60,
up?
60 better than 90. Yes. Hey,
Yeah,
y'all.
I beat the 90-day Joan. She couldn't resist. You
He
know what I'm
was
saying?
almost there. He was almost there. It's cool. It's
Couldn't
cool. But I
resist.
had it all under control, y'all. It was all under my
Trust me.
time when I wanted to, period.
Yo, but I'm gonna tell you, thank you. Broom and the magic carpet. Absolutely. Look, let's call Maury. Thank you. Listen, I'm gonna tell you. So now if we talking about places to meet somebody, we met each other in a bar. You know what I mean? It wasn't in like no downtown upscale joint. You know, we got a nice, family bar and everything like that in West Philly. And I mean, we hit it off. So one of the things that was interesting for me, you know what I mean, ladies, and I'm gonna just put it out there, is in complete honesty, I was more intrigued at the fact that, you know what I'm saying, like, it wasn't just that easy for me, you know what I'm saying, to, you know what I mean, that easy for me to hit. You know what I mean? So like, just like, I guess like a lion, if you just, if you just throw, you know what I mean, meat in the cage, you know, he gonna look at it, he gonna walk around, yeah, he gonna eat it. But if you put something in that cage that's moving, it's like he perk up and turn into, you know what I mean, a real animal he's supposed to be. So I didn't feel like either, and I'm not saying that for y'all to be like being fake with a guy, or you know what I'm saying, like just not going with your instincts or being organic, but it felt organic. Like, you know what I mean, I didn't quite come off, you know what I mean, with the best, play when I came in, you know what I mean, to try to, date or whatever. And so she like corrected me on that. And, she had a standard for herself. So that was kind of cool, you know what I mean? And me, I still wanted to, wanted to date, you know what I mean, or whatever the case may be. So I just knew, you know what I'm saying, I just was going to switch up my game, you know what I mean, and, add a little, you know what I'm saying, a little something different to my game, you know what I'm saying? And I did it. And it was natural because, to be completely honest, I'm not really an asshole, you know what I mean? I'm not an asshole at heart. I'll say that, you know what I mean? We all can have asshole ways, you know what I mean? But at heart, you know what I mean, I really do like the fact of doing something, you know what I mean, doing those nice things for the right person. I don't like if you are the type of person that does like to, you know what I mean, show love, or does like, a giver, or just like to, make people happy. Yeah, I mean, you love doing it, but you just don't like doing it for the wrong people. And I'm sure plenty of y'all could feel me on that. Like, you give your heart, or you look out for somebody or whatever like that, and it's not appreciated, it's not taken well, or you know what I mean, or it's just the wrong person completely. So when she had set that standard, I dug that, because she always had her own style. Like, she was the only bartender I ever knew, and bartenders was like, that was like we would go hang out and all that. I always would, you know what I mean, have a bartender I'm cool with, you know what I mean, and build a relationship with, because then I get my drinks, you know what I mean, or whatever I need, do. But she was the first bartender that I knew that didn't even drink. I mean, like just did not drink. You know what I'm saying? I, treated the drinks or whatever like that. I'm sure like on her birthday and all that, she had something to drink. But, on a regular, she just was really about her business. So that was something else too. It was like interesting because, it was like all of the fish was going this way, and she was just like doing her own thing going this way. You know what I mean? And that stood out to me. So like little stuff like that, I think like caught my attention, you know what I'm saying, in different ways. And of course, you know what I mean, just her beauty, you know what I mean, is one thing. And you got a lot of people that look good, but it's like, damn, how can you find somebody that's just as good on the inside as they are on the outside? And that's the real key, to be honest with you, because all of us know how to throw that shit on. All of us know how to, you know what I mean, like play that part, up front, you know what I mean? And I call it like the Christmas tree. It's like, you know what I mean, somebody that's dressed up on the outside, you know what I mean, but the roots not even really dug into the earth. Like, it's not even really connected, you know what I'm saying? So that is like, that tree ain't really live. So it's hard to find somebody that you feel like is just as good on the inside as they are on the outside. that's where the next part of our conversation at some point is going to come in, like with instincts. Like, do you know how to, you know, instinctually, like, kind of connect with somebody that's a good person? You know what I'm saying? So that's something, you know, I mean, to be talked about. But anyway, like I said, she definitely wasn't going for like just any old game. She wasn't going for that. So that was like a turn on to a certain degree. It was like, all right, I'm gonna just turn it up. Let me step my game up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't gonna just turn me down like that. You know what I mean? Like, anybody can turn down, don't get me wrong, but like, no, I still got some, you know what I mean? She still got some love for me. Like, she feeling me, but I just had the wrong approach. Let me readjust some things. And that's pretty much what I did. And I think for her, they did the same thing. Y'all know we from Philly. To be honest with you, like, how many of y'all ever had like a somebody that you maybe went to school with and y'all beef, y'all fought, y'all might even rumbled or something like that. But then, you know what I mean, after that rumble or something like that, y'all be like the best of friends. You know what I'm saying? I'm like super cool. So I think like initially we started off on the wrong foot, but at the end of the day, it was like, you know what I mean, she had like respect for how, you know what I mean, I made the adjustment. I had respect for how, you know what I mean, she wasn't just going for anything. And so that's one of the reasons why, you know what I'm saying, I think on the other end, when I opened up and just, you know what I mean, showed her, you know what I'm saying, you know, just the other side of me, you know what I'm saying, just like the realer side of me, then I think that too was something that she didn't see that often because, all right, she's a bartender. You know what I mean? You see guys all the time. You know what I mean? Guys look good. They got game, this and the third. But everybody, again, on a Christmas tree tip, they look good or present themselves one way on the outside, like how I did when I came in the bar. You know what I mean? The shades on, this and the third. So she was like, oh, here go another nigga that think he the shit. You know what I mean? But I actually was the shit. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what I mean? I showed her that. So my thing is, you know what I mean? She really got swept off her feet when she realized that I really was like the real deal. Like I genuinely was a good, you know what I mean, a good dude or whatever the case may be. You know what I mean? And that led to, I want to say, what was it? 3 weeks later, she got my name tattooed. You know what I mean? You understand? So 3 weeks later, after us, you know what I'm saying, dating or whatever the case may be, she came in the house, in the crib. You know what I mean? Because at this time, I damn near moved in. I think I had my own spot or something like that. But I was over there all the time, over her crib or something like that. She came in one day. She was like, I got a surprise for you. And I'm like, what? She like, yeah. She like, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, okay. And so, you know what I mean? She ain't had nothing in her hand or whatever. So I'm like, all right, well, whatever. Okay. All right. And she might even cover my eyes or something like that. She was real crafty with that. Ladies, that's another thing. You know what I mean? I guess once you kind of identify and you get that guy to expose to you his genuine self and you connect with that, you know what I'm saying? Then it's like, you know, it unlocks certain things that you always wanted to do with somebody that was genuine with you. You know what I'm saying? So she was real like, same way, like I would come in, she had steak, you know what I mean, candle lit this, candle lit that, you know what I mean, stuff smelling good, and you know what I mean, all that. It'd be rose petals leading up to shit, you know what I mean, notes and shit. You know what I mean, trying shit upside down, trying to figure out what's the next clue. So she was like really good with all of that stuff too. So she was like, she cut my eyes, whatever like that, and took off the jaw, and I looked, and it was like right on her wrist. Show him, Sheree. And it was like, it said, let's say, where is that?
It say Jamal, my special someone.
So, you know what I mean? I was like, wow, you know what I mean? Because, you know, that's something that's big because somebody, you know, we just met for real. And she really like felt me, you know what I'm saying, on that level. And I felt her the same way. So we really like kind of hit it off. I guess once like the false, like the once like the bullshit went to the side, once, you know what I'm saying, once I put, you know, the represent, so sometimes your representative be the shit. My representative, you know what I'm saying, was an asshole. Once I put my representative to the side, you know what I mean, and show who I truly was, which I felt like, you know what I mean, I felt like she was deserving of me being genuine too. I didn't have to be like that with her, you know what I mean? You know, I could have continued to move forward like, you know what I mean, I've been doing or whatever the case may be, but it was something that I kind of, my instincts, it was something like she all right, like, you know what I'm saying? And she didn't seem like she didn't seem like at the time, like just like typical Philly. Like I would call her sometimes and she'd just be she might just be in the crib or something like that, just on some chill stuff. She wasn't like always ripping and running, you know what I mean? And that don't mean that that's is not a good girl either. Everybody's situation is different. But it was just certain things that felt good for me. And I think it's good, y'all. I said this before, for all of us to take time to really get to know who we are. You know what I mean? Like, you know, we get a whole lot of outside social things that come in and say, oh, you need to have a man that's like this, or you need to have a woman that's like this, you know, back and forth, this and the third. And that might be good for society, but it might not be the right thing for you. So sometimes you gotta shut down society. You gotta be like, yo, y'all chill for a second, mute that shit, do, and like tap into yourself and start to kind of like really get to know yourself. You know what I mean? And like I think that, and I say this all the time, once you tap into yourself, you know what I mean? What we do is we become magnets. So if you tap into yourself and you get to know yourself, you know what I mean? And you are bettering yourself, working on yourself, you're going to attract a person that's going to fit right in your spirit. You know what I'm saying? And like I think that's very important. Like it's attraction. So if you toxic as shit, you're going to attract toxic shit. Know what I mean? If you are confused, you're going to attract somebody that's going to be either confused too, or that's going to control your confused ass in the wrong way. You know what I mean? So like getting to know you, reading, you know what I'm saying, stuff like that. And I didn't, what book you reading from? There we go. See, here we go, Ron. I'm just trying to tap in on the intellectual, spiritual side.
Right.
You know what I'm
So
saying?
stupid.
But I did, my beloved, I did read The Power of the Subconscious Mind, and I would recommend everyone read that book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind. That shit is one of the realest books, and it helps me throughout life. I coach myself daily. I tell myself how great I am. I speak greatness into my children, into my wife, into people I love, you know what I mean? And certain things manifest, I'm telling you. But that's a whole nother story. But yes, the book, one of my favorite books is The Power of the Subconscious Mind. Know what I mean? Yeah, so, but that's how I feel that we all need to do, because everybody's different. You know what I mean? You might have somebody that your parents or your peers might not think is quite right for you, but it might be the right one for you. You know what I mean? And so but getting to know yourself is having a level of respect. You know what I mean? You got to have a level of respect that you won't allow any. You have to have you have to have a level of respect, and you have to have boundaries. Because if she would have just allowed me to just push my way in, and all right, we grown, all right, well, we grown, and you know what I mean? I don't know. For me personally, I may have taken that for granted. I may not have appreciated that. You know what I mean? But she set boundaries, and she let me know that I love myself enough to know that this is not how I want to do it. Maybe I do want to do it, but maybe I don't want to do it like this. Maybe I don't want to do it now. Maybe, you know what I mean? And that is where respect comes in. So with boundaries, like I tell my kids, like no is more powerful than yes. Like no is a very powerful word that we all have to get comfortable with. So you have to be able to know yourself so you can create boundaries, which creates respect. And then better yourself, which is going to allow you to attract somebody that is like-minded or like-spirited. And then you'll start to get, you know what I mean, some good people in. You know what I mean? So that's our story from on the bar aspect. But I got two other stories, you know what I mean? And I want to hear from y'all. But one of the stories is how I thought I was in, well, this is one place that may seem like a great place to meet somebody, but it still may not be. And I'll tell you from my experience, a place that seemed great to meet somebody, and it wasn't quite the best place for me to meet somebody. And this is before Sheree. And then, since we're talking about where to meet people, nowadays we got this internet, and so we got a lot of dating, you know what I mean, apps and stuff like that going on. And I got like, it's kind of funny to me, but I mean, for some, maybe it, you know what I'm saying, it could be kind of like a horror story of a dating or a dating scenario off of social, well, off of the dating apps, that could be crazy too. So without further ado, Cherie, it was some questions in there. Now listen, I want to tell y'all too, if y'all have any questions, please hit the question box at the bottom, because sometimes when we when we on a live, things is going up and we can't like read everything while we talking, or at least I know I can't when I'm talking. I'm not a multitasker like that.
Was, do women and men really have respect for one another these days? No, they don't. I don't feel like we respect each other anymore. A lot of people have all of these imaginary expectations. I think that's why a lot of people are single, because they're looking for the person to be somebody that they don't even really want for real. Like, you can say you want this person to be respectful, you want this person to be loving, caring. You want all these things that you want this person to be, but I feel like it doesn't exist in all reality. Like, you won't get to know that person until you really get to know that person. Like, we gotta let our guards down, put the expectations to the side for a second. If it, when it don't work, if that person is not genuinely for you, that you can see you're not retarded. I mean, some people can get caught up into certain situations and they start a relationship with somebody thinking that it's one thing and it turned out being something else. But from just my own experience, even with meeting Jamal, again, I'm like, this is the expectations I had for myself, but I overlooked my expectations as I got to know Jamal. Like, I don't want nobody with kids, because I didn't have no children. I just felt like that's where I should have been. I should have been with somebody who didn't have kids. Like, that was one of my big expectations for myself. And it was like, when I met Jamal, he had 3 children. And it was like, once I got to know him, it didn't matter that he had 3 kids. I'm like, okay, that's nothing. I guess, it's not bad. It's not a bad thing. And also too, like, I'm like, I wanted somebody that was like 6 feet tall.
5'11".
That's not Jamal.
5'11".
That's not Jamal either. That's not Jamal either. Like, I had all these different expectations that I wanted. I felt like I was gonna be with some light-skinned guy, some tall light-skinned guy. Y'all see Jamal? He ain't not near none of that.
Chocolate,
but
you know
again,
what I mean? Compact.
Those are all the expectations I had for myself that I really didn't want in all reality. Like, that wasn't the person that person wasn't realistic. So I feel like sometimes we get in our own way because we have all these expectations that we're looking
5'11" and a half.
And we have all these expectations that we're looking for in a person, and we lose that person that really liked you, and they may have didn't
meet your criteria.
They didn't meet none of your expectations that you wanted. So you was just like, nope, it ain't working. I can't deal with it. I don't want to put up with it. I'm not going to put up with it, and I'm not going to settle for it. And it's not necessarily settling. You're not settling for anything. Like, if you want it, you're going to get it. You know what I'm saying? So, and your expectations are not going to matter in the end. So do you think that you settle, or what made him change your mind or totally got your attention? I mean, just the way he was, like, being himself. Like, the person that he was acting like wasn't really him.
No,
when he started showing his true colors, it really was like, I really like this man. Like, I had friends, I had this one friend, right? Jamal didn't know about him. So I was like talking to somebody and Jamal, my girlfriends was like, Cherie, we going to Miami, this and that. I'm like, okay, so I'm telling Jamal we going, my girlfriends want to go to Miami.
Where's the glasses?
So I'm like, so, so I was like, just tell him, I'm going to Miami. I wasn't looking for him to pay for me to go to Miami. I wasn't looking for none of that. Child, he said he was paying for me to go to Miami, y'all. I called my little friend. I said, listen, this is not working out, okay? I had to leave you alone. Because I'm like, this mean the pay for me to go to Miami. Like I was going to Paris or something, y'all. But again, I don't think I ever been to Miami when I went. So it was like a big deal. Like this man about to pay for me to go on a trip. Like, all right, now I might just start cutting off my little side dips because this is potential right here. So
I just want you to know, hold up. I just want you to know there's no statute of limitation on these side dips you talking about. Yeah, I mean,
here we go. Anyway,
I'm just saying.
Back to what I was saying. Y'all.
But it was the glasses though,
he
right?
gets sidetracked on some other stuff. Nobody got time for that. So, at the time when he told me he was going to, pay for my trip, I was like, oh, I got to cut him off, cut that guy off. I was just like, and that was just it. I was like, I'm done.
Yeah, so, I'm gonna say this too. I'm gonna add this too. You just never know. Like you never know who might be that person. It's interesting. Like you were saying in terms of like the standards that you had or whatever like that. What you set for yourself in terms of who you wanted to make. And I think we all do that to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? We might have a certain, like maybe prototype of a person that we want, you know what I'm saying, the life we want to live. And it's interesting. I think we gotta kind of start going with like reading people's spirit, like, you know what I'm saying, like, because some of those guys, you know what I mean, that or some of these people that we want, we might find that, right? And they might meet that 6 foot, light skinned, you know what I mean, got the curly hair, you know what I mean, all that good stuff, you know what I mean, but the spirit ain't right though. So here it is, you giving your all, you like, oh no, this that nigga. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, I seen this nigga in my dream and he done came to life. Lord, thank you. This is a sign. And
no, it don't be no. It don't have nothing to do with that. It's the people that you just talk to.
Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. All I'm saying is that we can't get sidetracked by just the shell. You know what I mean? We have to dig deeper. Like we're being shallow because we only want the fat ass with the skinny waist, with the this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? With the hazel eyes. We really got to dig deeper is what I'm saying. Because some of us may have already dismissed our motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, that special person. You know what I mean? Because they didn't meet that physical attraction or whatever the case may be from the rip. And they got people feeling like you settling. But really what you're doing is you're elevating, you're opening your mind, you know what I mean, to what else life has to offer, you know what I mean, and people and human beings, you know what I'm saying, and spirit and spiritual connection. And I think that's what happened. We really got like a spiritual connection because I was dating people on the side too. You know what I mean? So it was like, I could have, you know what I'm saying, just kept on dating and just kept it moving like I did with everybody else. But it was a spiritual connection there, you know what I'm saying? So, I just knew personally, and this is where like that self-improvement comes in. Like I was loved at, like I was shown how to love, you know what I mean? So like just from the relationships and like parenting and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So I knew that like once I really wanted to lock in, if it was somebody that I felt deserved it, then I was going in, you know what I mean? And I could show, I could show that love. And you know what I'm saying? Once you get somebody that really show you genuine love like that, you know what I'm saying? Like it's very hard for you not to, make a connection. And if you don't make a connection, then like that, just like I said, that spirit is just not for you. You know what I mean? Listen, if y'all got questions, please hit the question box, because then that way we can kind of like read them off in order. I know it's quite a few. Somebody said, I think Jay said at some point, she said, when do you know is the right time to, she was like, when is it the right time to, it's like, Jay, she
ain't putting that in there. That's
no, no, Jay, that did make
that.
But anyway, she asked like when is it the right time or something like that on a partner tip. So if y'all can hit the question, Joe, that way we can answer because some of y'all got some good questions, but they kind of going a lot is quite a few good questions, but they keep like scrolling up on us. Yeah. So I mean, yeah. So we just we just hit it off, and then once I had my kids, and then Cherie, you know, what I mean, well, my daughter at the time. Ned was here, something like that. And Cherie like really took to, you know what I'm saying, my daughter, it was pretty much a wrap. I was like, you know, that really fit the mold, you know what I'm saying, of what felt right to me. You know what I'm saying? Because she accepted, you know what I'm saying, not only did we make our connection, but she was open even to, you know what I'm saying, the people that I care about, you know what I'm saying? My daughter, you know what I'm saying, my family. So the people that I cared about, like she cares about.
Oh, she said how I had asked how long should you date before committing to a relationship.
Right,
It's
right, right.
no time frame. It's no
Yeah.
time. It's really not no time. Like legit, I'm like me and Jamal. We've never been boyfriend and girlfriend. There was never no commitment with us. It was like uh we
You just went
talked,
with the flow.
we got we got engaged, and then we got married. So sometimes the whole people be looking like when is a good time to commit. You never know. You can wake up, go outside, find somebody the love of your life, and get married tomorrow.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's what we did. Like we met, and then next thing you know, we were like getting married, just like that. So I don't. That's again like there's no such thing as that. If you like somebody, you like somebody. It is what it is. Like that's the same thing with sex. If you want to, you know when you want to sleep with somebody. Like you know when you want to do it right then and there. You know when you don't want to do it. You know when you want to put a little time on it. Like you don't want to seem like a little hoe. You know what I mean? Like, I'm gonna wait till tomorrow, not the day, tomorrow. And then you still gonna do it. Like you still gonna give up the draws. Like, but there is no time frame on nothing. She said I had the key to the range in 2 months, period. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like just like that. Like it can happen overnight, but it's only up to you. You control, your destiny and your relationship.
All right. So
Yeah, you can connect. You can connect from the beginning if you have a connection. That is true. Like there is no time frame. Like I don't even know where that comes from. Like people just plant that in their mind. Like that's just the way life's supposed to go, and
well,
it's
like
totally not.
no, I think like from like the books and stuff like that. Like think like a man. You know what I'm saying? Act like a woman type jump. Like different books that kind of give advice to people on dating and stuff like that. 90-day rules and stuff like that. So I think everybody is kind of thinking about like time frames, but yeah, I think basically like kind of going with the flow. Now some people do talk about time frames in reference to like when should like why isn't somebody getting like proposing to me if we've been together for a long time and all of that. But like yeah, on the dating side of things, it was interesting. We never really put a label on it. We never said like, you know what I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend or something like that. We just kind of went with the flow. We damn near we moved in together, you know what I'm saying? Like I moved in, you know what I mean, and everything, and we just kind of like flowed with it. It was real interesting. It was an interesting time for me in my life. Like I was really like just like very like daring at the time, you know what I'm saying? I just was in a I was just it was a good season. Like was in a season of really being like daring and just like living on the edge, like really just living, you know what I'm saying, and just really doing what I wanted to do in life, whatever that was. So
She said hubby got it the first day. I told him cuz it was what I wanted. Period. That's it. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. That's what's wrong.
yeah,
We are our worst critics. Like
yeah.
if you see somebody you like them and you want to do whatever you want to do, go for it. Just do it. Like who gonna judge you? Nobody. Who cares what anybody else thinks? Like your future wife or your future husband might be walking out of the door like hello and goodbye because You sitting there acting like you don't want to do something. Just do it. Who cares what anybody think? Like he said, life is too short. Yes. So it's
Yeah.
like there is no time frame on nothing. Nothing at all. Like if that's what you want to do, then do it. You know, like,
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, definitely. I'm big on, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say big on, but I think something to consider is always like letting it feel natural, letting it feel organic for you. You know what I'm saying? If it's a time frame that feels organic to you or whatever, then like go with the flow. And it's even better when the person that you're, you know what I'm saying, you know, your person, when they're on the same page too. Like that type of rhythm is decent because that's what we be flowing off. We flow off of rhythm. So I think like definitely go off of, you know what I mean, what feels, you know what I'm saying? That's it. You don't have to feel no pressure. Just go with what feels natural.
Yeah. So
All right.
you can meet somebody anywhere, any place, anytime,
So
no matter where you at.
all right. So
He said my wife interrupted my hot girl summer.
oh my
Hey,
goodness.
Brizzy, hey girl. Probably go. Child, listen. That's why a lot of people out here single. That's
So
just why y'all single.
I'm gonna put out there a place that some people would think, you know what I'm saying, would be a great place to meet people, which, you know what I mean, for me just end up not being, you know what I mean, the best place. So I actually, you know what I'm saying, in college, you know what I'm saying, I met my ex in college. We was actually in school. And, you know, some people might think like, you know, college is a great place to meet somebody, you know what I mean? And you would think, because like people, you know, progressive, people are thinking about their futures, people, you know what I mean, in school, trying to educate this and the third. But like I was saying before, and this is from my own personal experience, like if you're not tapped in with yourself, you're going to attract something that may not be for your higher self or for your better self. And
Get them, girl. Go get them.
at the time, you know what I'm saying, even though I was in school, I really wasn't, you know what I'm saying, I really wasn't like at my highest self. I was, you know what I'm saying, I was really like bumming it at the time. You know, I was young, you know, I was acting outside of how I typically, you know what I'm saying, ride. Like my whole standard, you know what I mean, for life was just completely different. And I end up attracting somebody, you know what I'm saying, that kind of matched that energy, you know what I'm saying? And at the time it was cool, but you know what I'm saying, as you grow up and you let go of certain ways, then you know what I mean, you looking at your partner like, you know what, we not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So um, a school, again, a college, university, you would think could be a great place to meet somebody. And it could be. But again, if you got two young people that are still learning themselves, you know what I'm saying, still developing, still figuring out what life is about, then that could actually be a not so good place to meet somebody, because you could be with somebody that's just as young as you, confused or not knowing, you know what I'm saying, what they want out of life. And then, you know what I mean, y'all can lock in, let's say have children or whatever, and it could ultimately be something that bites you in the long run when you grow up. You know what I mean? So, you know, it's not even about the place all the time. If you see the pattern is more so about like the instinct or the technique of, you know what I mean, attracting the right people. Not necessarily, you know what I'm saying,
You did.
like where, but you know what I'm saying, finding out who. You know what I mean? So um any place that somebody met somebody um that was a bad place or a bad experience, in a place that you might have met somebody, or a experience with somebody that seemed like they was, you know, all that, but your instincts was wrong. Or, you know what I mean, found somebody and your instincts was spot on. They may not have hit certain other things that you was, you know, expecting from them, but your instincts were like, you know, this person is all right. And you kind of rocked out. You know what I mean? What's some of y'all experiences? I want to hear from y'all in terms of the dating scene, because we all got to share. You know what I mean? It's people that are looking for places to go, people to meet, and you know what I mean? We want to hear from some of y'all experiences.
Yeah,
So,
welcome to Joy Live. You hit the little camera at the
oh
bottom.
yeah,
Want to come
yeah,
on
for
and
sure.
share.
Yep. If you have a good experience
God,
or a not so good experience, on how you met somebody that was special, or maybe they
has
were
anybody
special.
like I know I had the experience of dating a person that I grew up with too. And that didn't work out. I thought it was gonna work out, but it didn't work out. Like we known each other all our lives. We even did our own thing, went to separate schools, all that other stuff like that. And then when we got to the age of, I was like 18, we started being in a relationship, but he kept cheating on me and cheating on me. I had to fight these girls. I'm like, this is too much. Like, but I was with him for a long time, and I thought he was gonna be my husband and all that good stuff, but it didn't work out. And we like grew up together. So I was like familiar with his family. He was familiar with my family. And it didn't work. It did not. It did not work at all. Like, you know, so you know, is it everybody experiences is definitely not what it's cracked up to be. Like, you know, it is some people that have like childhood sweethearts, high school sweethearts, things like that. They have those type of relationships and they work, but not everybody. Chick not having a car, job, girl, etc. They be out here catfishing.
Oh, that was gonna be my next question. It's like the catfish thing, because I got my goodness. I got I'm not gonna say if they're client or not. So a past client. I mean, when I say the catfish king, like I ain't never seen nobody, you know what I'm saying, really clean up on these dating sites from catfishing like my man. You know what I mean? And not a bad guy or nothing like that. So I'm definitely, you know what I mean, no shade, good dude, you know what I mean, in terms of like he's a nice guy, you know what I'm saying? It's like harmless, don't want to hurt nobody or nothing. But like I ain't never seen no shit like this. So my man, he actually gave me a picture of a guy that looks like he would look if he worked out and hit the gym and, you know what I mean, ate healthy and, you know what I'm saying, and buffed up a little bit and all that. And was, you know, he gave me a picture of my man. Was like, yo, I want you to cut my hair like the bull. Listen, I'm dead ass serious. Listen.
I'm crying. Scott gonna say my name then.
I was trying not to say your name, player, but since you put it out there, you know what I mean? But listen, hey, Scott, but when I tell you my man is like a sniper, you know what I mean? Like, I cut his hair just like the bull. And like I said, they resemble, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he probably about a good, you know what I mean, 30, 40 pounds more than the bull, you know what I mean? But he just be lining them up and chicks be going for it left and right. One time the nigga told me, he said one joint came over and she looked at him and she looked at her app and she looked at him again. She was like, I know this ain't you. I'ma still fuck you, but I know this ain't you though. I was like, yo. I'm
she wanted what she wanted.
She wanted what she wanted. You know what I mean? So a lot of those games getting played on the virtual tip too. So just be careful, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I mean? Everything ain't what it's all cracked up to be. That's all I got to say. You know what I mean?
Nope.
My
Don't
man
believe
had
the
it down
hype.
to a science. He had it down to a science. He had like a little paragraph that he copied and pasted on each joint. You know what I mean? The next, oh, she nice.
And these
And he
dummies
copy
out
and
here
paste that
falling for
joint.
the trick.
They was falling for it left and right.
Is he in jail now? No, he not. Jamal probably still cut him.
No, I ain't saying if I cut him or not. They ain't, you mean, do. You know what I'm saying? But I'm letting you know. I'm letting you know it's real.
He's a serial killer.
Matter of fact, there's a couple of y'all, you know what I mean, on here that look a little familiar, you know what I mean, from his little Rolodex. So I don't know. You know what I mean? Yo, but it just,
They said Maul still cut him, yeah.
It kind of made me like, honestly, like, and I could be wrong for this, but it kind of made me look at females differently. It's like, how y'all going for some of this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you doing it because you want to do it. So I'm not mad, but it's just like, stop acting like somebody got to have all of these attributes because that nigga don't got it. And I'm not knocking him or nothing like that, but I'm just saying,
Men
like,
do the same thing. They get caught up in these dumb, dippy girls too, and they be catfishing them. They go home and take their eyes out, their eyelashes off, their hair off, they butt off. They take off a whole snatch, and
not a
that from them having a flat stomach but have a big bare belly. Like, come on now, men fall for the trap too.
yeah, but we guys though, it's different. Yeah, I mean, we have our expectations should be a little lower than y'all. I'm sorry. Like, come on.
Listen,
I'm trying, you
listen.
know what I mean? Come on now.
Always.
Guys.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it is what it is. Everybody do it.
But
The
again,
men fall for it every time. What? They falls for the okie dokie.
who
They
said
be
every time? Because that sounds like somebody that take everything off. She's almost every time. Who said that?
and then fall for it and send the money. They definitely send it the check. They definitely send it the check. Some of these chicks out here definitely be catfishing too, for sure. They
But
definitely be catfishing too.
no, but guys is different. We were a little different. I guess we not then. You know what I mean?
He's gonna
Because
say men dumb, they don't count.
yeah, like
Yes.
we don't care. You know what I mean? We don't
No,
care.
they
Y'all the ones
count.
that be acting like y'all
Court,
standing
they
so high.
count. No, they count. No, you can't justify that.
Y'all the ones that be acting like y'all standing so high. You know what I mean? Until you hop out this man truck. You know what I mean? I'm like,
He said, "Girl, men fall for men thinking they women." Child, listen, that's what I said.
that's a whole nother
They
story.
fall for everything.
Y'all don't be knowing they be men either.
Port, that was I'm dying.
Hey, Port, chill. They
Y'all
come
been
on,
having weed,
all that.
makeup, dough, eyelash,
Everybody go over there.
waist trainers. Scott, the whole shebang, okay? They got makeup, like the whole spill. They take that joint out, they go from looking like Holly Berry to Wanda. You were like, you roll over like, who that definitely wasn't who I met in the club. Hold on.
Well, guess what? Hold up. Y'all getting
we got
catfish too.
man weave now. I'm crying.
That's right, Scott. Hey, listen, y'all know I'm dead. Listen, y'all know I'm serving them. A couple of y'all dating a couple man weaves and don't have a clue. You hear me? And we got the beard weaves now. So what? And y'all talking about how he look like Rick Ross. You know what I mean? That nigga really look like Ric Flair.
Yes. Take that man swimming, Jay. Hello? Take his ass swimming. All that. We'll see.
Exactly. Stop hating on what we do.
In the steam room or in the hot tub. It's over.
Ain't no steam room, hot tub.
It's over.
He gonna have that bonnet on, nigga. He gonna have that man bonnet. Yeah. How about that? Don't be hating on what we do.
Take him to the hot tub. Take him to the hot tub.
But guess what? But guess what? If we go swimming, both of us gonna come up out that motherfucker looking different. Cause trust me, them ladies don't be y'all be okay. It be two completely different motherfuckers. Y'all gonna be looking for each other like, damn, where that nigga go? He's sitting right next to you. Yeah. So you make sure you ready to dive in that water too, ladies. Okay.
Yeah. Putting my head in. Okay.
Listen.
Swimming on the first date. Yes. I always do my hair.
Eat you natural.
Don't wet the beard. Okay, yes. Watch my chin. Hold on. Facts. Okay. It's crazy out here. But we gotta get it together. That's why a lot of people be single. Like, you gotta chill. Waterproof mascara. Stay on. Hello? Yes.
That's sad. When y'all doing all that, that's just too much.
There's a couple men weaves out here.
Waterproof.
Listen, it's a lot.
Mascara.
Waterproof mascara.
So on the dating app tip, I will say we did have a positive dating app example also, because actually my aunt, she just got married. When did you get married?
I don't know. My cousin met somebody on the date app too. They got married.
Ah,
My
yeah.
cousin she just got married last year. And they get ready to have a baby too. Yeah, they
Mm.
live together and everything, and they met on the dating app. So it's possible.
Damn. You never
Just
know.
gotta give it a chance.
You never know.
You gotta give it a chance. Some people don't give things a chance. So anything is possible. Have anybody got like a relationship where like either friend or family like hook up and like they still Scott,
But
what app? I'm gonna let you know. Let me find out. I think it's that the black app or something like that. I'll find out. I'll get the deets for you. I'll get the deets for you. I'll put you down, all right?
God already got that.
Have anybody ever been like introduced to somebody from like a friend or a family member and like still with them or didn't work out? You know, blind dates. You know how your friend be like, "Girl, I want you to go out with this guy. I met this other guy. He said he got a friend. So, can you just, for me, take one for the team, sis." Child, it is the worst. It is. You be like, "What, girl? I'm only doing this for you." Okay. He be all in it, right? All in the mix. Like, so what's up, shorty? Like, and you looking at him like, "Listen, sir, I'm only doing this for my girlfriend in the middle." Oh, she said I was introduced by a friend and girl was a dud. Hello, child. You be from here, like, really? Like, best friends for like 20 plus years from an introduction. You gonna say I was about to slap my friend. Listen. Sometimes they work out though. Some people can match make and it work out. You got a friend that can put you on and put you down, but then you got most times it don't work. Not getting hooked up, it
but
don't work.
you know who said we was gonna be all right though early? Kalina. Kalina had seemed to felt like, you know what I'm saying, like she was like,
I
no,
was
like huh?
I
No,
was the
she was like
bond. Best thing that
she
ever
was like,
happened to your life.
no, here we go with all that.
Don't say no, I wouldn't say that. Don't lie.
No, I said here you go with all that. But look, she was like early on, she was like, yeah, she was like Cherie, she decent, like she like a female version of you. You know what I mean? And I didn't really understand that, you know what I'm saying? But she really saw something like early on. She was like, oh yeah, like Cherie, all right. That was like early on. That was like before we really start like hitting off like that. And she's still around. Still riding, huh? When you think about it. So I guess she knew me. You knew her before the bar?
I'm not
Oh, okay.
playing the Cupid. It's nothing wrong with playing the Cupid though. Depending on who it is, if you genuinely feel like this is a good person, the other person is a good person, like maybe this can go somewhere. It don't hurt. I am lit, boo. Yes, auntie, tell them lit, lit. I am lit. It's nothing wrong with that though. Playing a little matchmaker, because you might have somebody that's like a good friend, and then the other person might be like good folks. So you like, all right, I'm gonna see how this go. I'm gonna let them, work out. But then if it don't work out, I don't know you, girl. I don't know you. I don't know you. Listen, I don't got nothing to do with that. Now, what y'all did after us, I don't know you. It don't got nothing to do with me. My brother and sister-in-law met on the bus at basic training. They got married 6 weeks later so they could ship out together. Wow. That's decent. She said, I met a guy at a dispatcher. He said he said he had 4 kids. I got scared. I stopped talking to him. A whole year went past and just so happened to run into him again at the market, but I like him. See, and you should have given him a play, Jay. Like, don't be like that, sis.
Yeah, you know what? That's deep though. he might be all right, because you never know.
That might be
Jay,
the
I had
one.
three. I had three, Jay, when she met me.
Yeah, they beat our record. They definitely did. 6 weeks. They was like, dun, 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 dun.
Who?
The girl, she said my brother and sister-in-law met on the bus at base training. They got married 6 weeks later so they can ship out together.
Damn.
Yeah, that's decent. That was decent.
But
that
was
super decent.
That was like a chess move on a military tip, because you get paid more money and all that for getting married. I mean, it was still thorough though.
That's deep. Are they still together? Are they still together? If they still together, that's decent. How long ago was that? Hey, Tay. That's decent. That's super decent. But that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you just gotta just take a chance. Like, but he actually dope breed, and it's been going cool. He's great. So see, it might work, sis. So the topic is where is a great place to meet basically your potential mate? Like, where do people feel like is a great place to meet somebody? She said yes, 44 years in, period. That's decent. That's decent.
Oh, wow.
That's what I'm talking. See? Y'all see that? They still together. They still together. That's so decent. Listen, I'm telling y'all, like, you never know, where you could be. And then a lot of people be complaining, like, I don't understand why I'm not married. I don't understand why I don't got no kids. That's what they be telling themselves, in behind closed doors, but when they outside, they feel like they living their best life, but really they lonely. Kids don't matter long as you take care of them. Yeah, everybody got kids. They sure do.
That's a good point. Hey, Jay, that's a good point too. Like, that's another thing. All right, so the topic is where to meet the right person, right? Where's some great places or good places to meet the right person. One of the things that we were saying is that, like, you know what I'm saying, basically, like, focusing on, like, being able to attract the right person can sometimes be more important than where to meet them. You know what I'm saying? Like, basically, strengthening up your instincts to find the right person or to attract the right person is where it's at. But so that's what the topic is. But we also went into our situation in terms of how we met. We met at a bar, you know what I mean? Cherie was bartending, like we said, and we ended up hitting it off, you know what I mean? Connected, and we just, like, took flight with it, you know what I mean? But I didn't meet, you know what I mean, her expectations in terms of, like, like how you have certain criteria. Yeah, certain criteria for yourself or whatever like that. So Jay, in your situation, you like, damn, like, he was cool, but damn, he had 4 kids. So I was like, you know what I mean? But in terms of back to the instinct thing, like, we got to go deeper than, you know what I'm saying, just the surface sometimes. So we might have to see how his relationship is with, like, maybe his mom, or his relationship is with his kids, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes even guys may not have the best relationship with their kid's mom, but they still may have a good, you know what I mean, relationship with their kids, or, just people around them. So you can kind of get an idea of how he treats people. And that kind of can give you a little glimpse as to how, you know what I'm saying, he'll treat you. Cause like we'll have, like, a neutral way. Like,
hey, Javon, let me say this.
Oh, go ahead.
I want to say this because I just said I met mines in the club, but had no intentions on going there. Went there and been with him for 18 years strong. So I think about connection, not about the place.
Yep, that's it. That's been a common thing, finding that connection. And I guess and based on that, you can find that connection just about anywhere. Because we done been from the club to a bar to the bus, the job, you know what I mean? So we it's more about that connection. So, like, that's what we need to, like, focus on. You know what I'm saying? It's like building up that whole connection thing. You know what I'm saying? But but Jay, so yeah, with Jay, definitely, get to, like, see how you can connect on a deeper level, just to get a feel for, who's in front of you. Because we tend to treat things similar. So if it's something I don't like, I'm going to probably treat it similar to something else I don't like. But if it's something I love, I'm tending to treat it, similar to something else that I love. So when you start looking at the people that he cares about and that care about him, then when you see how he treats them, then that can give you a little glimpse as to how he'll treat you. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's one way to kind of peer into somebody to like go a little bit further. So that's thorough. That's good.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. That's
Scott,
good
what you
stuff.
gonna do, man? How your lineup looking, man? Hey Scott, where you meeting them at, man? Yeah, I mean, cause like right now, what you single? You know what I mean? You complicated. Talk to us, Scott. You know what I mean? And if you're single, it's some other single people over here. You know what I mean? Tap in with us, man. Tap in on the live with me, man. Let's talk about it. Okay. So we
Is there
said
anybody on here that's
connection with us.
single and feel like they
Yes,
having
man.
a hard time finding someone? Do they feel like they keep running into like the same person?
Good point.
Life is good, period. Life is good. That's single and feel like they keep running into the same person like constantly. If you don't mind coming on and sharing, just talking to us, letting us know, like what's been going on, why you feel like you keep running into the same person. Do you feel like you need to do something a little bit different than the norm? Or, I'm out eating. Scott out eating.
On a date, I presume. Uh-huh. Yeah, but
yeah, like stop being shy. Stop acting shy. Y'all on here talking. Y'all can come on the live. It's okay.
it's a hubby
Hubby
didn't
didn't
check.
check any other boxes, and I didn't for him. But the more we hung out, the closer we got. Yeah, see,
Wow.
you gotta give it time, no matter what. Like you
Mm-hmm.
do. Like you can't just expect the person can just be your prince right then and there, right off the bat. Yes, they
Mm-hmm.
do, Scott. Don't be like that. Yes, they do. And that's probably what we be thinking. Like, as soon as we see somebody, it's like, oh yes, this is the one. Like, they could be totally crazy. Like Jamal was crazy. Listen, y'all, right?
Excuse me.
I got this tattoo, right? Let me tell y'all, I got this tattoo 3 weeks, right? But y'all know Jamal's name ain't Jamal. I don't care. He ain't gonna want to hear this, but it's true. That's still not that man's name. Okay? I
Excuse
saw
me.
his ID and was like,
I got
who
some
is
open
this?
cases. I don't need you to be
Who
beloved.
is
I
this?
need you to be putting
Who
out there my
is
government.
this?
I
Who
still got
is
some
this
open
person?
cases. I do
I
not
said, hey,
need you to
yo.
put my government out there, beloved.
He was drunk. No, I was so mad. I was like, hey, yo, who is this man?
Just in case shit don't go right. That's not
I
me.
said, hello? Like, who is this? Yeah, he was crazy until he was after 30. After 30, he was crazy. He was legit crazy. I was mad, but I was like, yo, listen, see, that was my fault because I was so caught up. Yeah, catfishing. I was so caught up. I ain't really do my full research. So I should have dug in deeper. When he went to the bathroom, I went through his clothes and his pockets, and I ain't do all that, yo. That was my fault. That was my fault. So I slipped. I was like, yo, this ain't Jamal. Oh my God.
Hey,
Who is
Makisa,
he?
where you at? Hey, Makisa, we talking about where are some great places to find the right person. I mean,
Yo,
we
I'm
was
walking
talking about
around with
our
Jamal and ain't even
situation,
that man's name.
how
Ain't that
we
something?
met in the bar. You know what I mean?
Total
And we've
setup.
been married for 12 years and together for 13. So, ultimately, one of the things that we coming down to is it's not necessarily where you meet somebody, is the connection that you get from somebody. And you can get that connection
He was the law.
anywhere. You know what I mean? And look, I want to put this out
See,
there too. I want to put this, I got a heart tattoo with the banner and left it blank. It still pisses hubby off. Just in case.
Yo, listen, I start snooping after the fact. I'm like, who the hell is, I ain't gonna say say his name on here because he, you know, he want to act all secretive. I said, what in the hell? His name is not Jamal. Oh my God. I said, yeah, see,
in the
that
building.
don't make no sense. All caught up.
It's absolutely about the connection, bro. It's not
I
about
was
where.
sick.
I mean, you can find somebody anywhere. But I'm gonna tell y'all another thing. Honestly, I was damn near offended that she didn't recognize how decent I was. Because initially, like she said earlier, I came off with a representative. He was a little obnoxious. You know what I mean? I chose the wrong one. You know what I mean? I scrolled to my different, you know what I mean, representatives, and I picked the wrong representative for her. You know what I mean? And so once he said, hey, you know, that's not, you know what I mean, the type of guy I'm into, I just continued to scroll through my list of representatives, and I came with, you know what I mean, the Knight in Shining Armor Bull. But this is my
He was
whole
being
thing.
an asshole, yo. That's what he was being.
You know what
I
I mean?
wasn't for it.
But this is my whole thing. I damn near had to, you know what I mean, I ain't gonna say savor, but I had to really let you know, like, who you're really messing with.
Let me.
No, listen, hear me out.
No.
It was more so like this. It was like, I came off wrong. I got that. I came off wrong. That we solid on that. But I had to, even if we didn't continue to rock out, it was important for me to let you know that, you know what I mean, I'm solid. Even if you don't want to rock with me, boom, boom, but I'm gonna let you know I'm solid. So for real, yeah, I mean, after I put the, you know what I mean, the roses, the teddy bear, you know what I mean, do, all that there, you know what I mean? Once I put that at the door and all that, ding dong, ran behind the bushes. Oh my God, look what he left. All that. I was prepared to roll. You know what I mean? If you wasn't feeling the vibes, then I was gonna be like, cool, but at least you know I'm solid. I can keep it moving. Because I don't like to leave, you know what I mean, a bad track record. I'm just saying. But bottom line, sometimes men, you gotta save. Sometimes if you got a woman that you really rock with, you really gotta show her, you know what I mean, what you made out of. Regardless of where y'all end up going or not, if you start off on the wrong foot, sometimes if she's solid, you think she's decent, and you don't want to leave like no bad name, then you gotta let her know what you made of. You know what I'm saying? And show her, give her flowers. You know what I mean? Show her love and respect, boo, boo, boo. And if, like, again, if she'd have been like, thank you, I really appreciate it, but I'm cool, I'd have graciously bow out. But I had to let it be known. You know what I'm saying? I had to let it be known. And it worked out. She was feeling the vibes, woo, woo. And that's how I ran behind the bushes. You feel me, Jay? That's how that go. But, you know what I mean? But guess what? It's time he
only had one representative and he got fired.
But look, she had to, it's a time where
bye. Okay.
Y'all be grinding me up. Yeah. Y'all be doing me dirty. Look, y'all be doing me dirty. Listen.
Bye.
But this is what I will say.
Grandma talking, I can tell.
She said dudes don't even apologize. He said, right. Yeah,
they don't take no responsibility.
Women y'all got some nerve to talk about people don't apologize. That's a whole nother conversation. Please don't go there. Because y'all the last two to apologize. But anyway. I mean, that wasn't about nothing. I came off from
what? Did you say y'all the first to apologize?
No, y'all the last to apologize, if ever. So y'all can't be talking about some men don't apologize. Y'all don't even do that stuff.
Y'all don't.
I mean, but my whole thing is, you know what I'm saying, end up working out. But it was times, y'all, that she had to show me what she was made of. I had to do it. I had to see what you was made of. I said, you got to show me something. Right or wrong?
And guess what, y'all?
Right or wrong?
I definitely did show him something.
Okay.
And guess what happened?
Okay.
No, I showed him something. I showed him what I got. I used what I got to get what I want.
That was a little later. I mean, I made you wait.
That wasn't a little later. He lying. It wasn't a little later.
You know what I mean? I made you wait.
Listen. He ain't make me wait for nothing.
And not to mention,
don't believe the hype.
Not to mention, you proposed to me first.
Listen, guess what?
Okay.
I got what I want, didn't I? I got what I want. I ain't quiet. I got what I want, didn't I?
Women.
I got what I want, didn't I?
If you listen, women. If you was feeling somebody, would you propose to your man? Would you propose to the man that you feel like is right for you? Know what I mean? I made her wait. You know what I mean?
He ain't made me wait for nothing. He's lying.
Listen, once she proposed to me, I felt like the time was right. Once she got down and proposed to me, I said, you know what? Yeah, I mean, I had some Kleenex. I had to, Like it was an overwhelming moment. You know what I mean? It was the first time I actually got
He
proposed to by
lying. He is
a woman.
so dramatic.
You know what I mean?
Y'all know
I've
he's
never done
dramatic,
the
so you know he
proposing,
lying.
and I got
You
proposed
know
to
he
first.
lying.
You know what I mean? So it was a
Yes,
little
we
overwhelming.
control the marriage. You're right,
But,
Scott. I
you
do.
know what I mean?
I do control the marriage.
I had to breathe. I had got a paper bag and
He
I blew the
lying.
paper. I popped the paper bag, and then I felt better, and I was like, I do. You know what I mean? And then that's how, you know, so, you know.
No, I did not get on my knee. He's lying. Listen, no, we was coming from
Don't.
a Tyler Perry play in New York
Don't.
in the car, and I said, Jamal, we might as well just get married.
No.
Okay.
No.
And he said, okay.
No.
Like
No.
okay.
No.
Okay.
Bro, thank you. Cat. Let me write on my shit. Let me put on my shit.
Listen,
No.
I don't gotta lie. I don't gotta lie.
She
Y'all know
lying.
I be on here. I'm transparent. I don't gotta lie about nothing.
She lying.
We were in the car coming from New York. I said, Jamal, we might as well get married. He said, okay.
Listen.
He said, okay.
Say wallahi.
Period. Okay.
Say wallahi.
He said, wallahi.
Say wallahi.
He said, okay. Wallahi. He said, okay. Okay?
Stop Allah. No.
Listen.
Listen, I'm telling you.
Don't listen to him. And then after that, we moved in our house and had our housewarming on November.
You see how she trying to move on, yo? You see how she trying to move on? She trying to move on. When I listen,
Jamal got on his knee.
This all I gotta ask. This all I gotta ask. I proposed. I did.
I'm lying. We got the tattoos first. We got tattoos first.
You see how she going into everything else, yo? This is called diverting
on our ring finger first.
Everything else but what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Like some of y'all got to see what's going. Some of y'all got to see the smoke and mirrors. Some of y'all got to see how
I don't gotta lie. I don't gotta
lie. And all this and getting the house. We ain't talking about all that. We talking about
I don't gotta lie.
Your king. You know what I'm saying? You saw your king and you said,
don't let him cap y'all up, please.
You know what I mean?
Don't let him cap y'all up, please. He's lying.
Matter of fact, she sung. She was like, he's my king to be. I was like, oh, I didn't know she could sing. You know what I mean?
He lying.
But it touched my soul. You know what I mean? It touched my spirit.
He lying. I'm telling y'all, that's just how the conversation went. I said, Jamal, we might as well get married. He said, okay.
And
then we went and got tattoos. He got my name on his finger. And I got his name on my ring finger. Period. And that's what happened.
Mine as well.
Mine as well. Mine as well. Mine as well.
Boy,
might as well.
If a duck can pull a truck, you know what I mean? Hook it up.
That's what happened. That's exactly what happened. That's how it happened. Yep.
Cat. That's what I'm
saying.
Not if that's your story and you sticking to it, listen, it is what it is. But the people
that's
know.
what happened.
You know what
I know that.
The people know. I mean,
and then we went to Jamal's dad's birthday party at the pod.
Listen.
I
couldn't resist.
That's what he said.
Her presentation, Scott. The presentation was too good. I mean,
Scott, that's what he said. My brother, you know me, my brother. You know me. Listen,
hey, Scott, you ever got proposed to, Scott? It's a beautiful thing, man. Hey, Scott, it's a beautiful thing.
I promise you, Ish, I am not lying.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it happened.
Ish, you feel me? I'm telling you, the people see it. You know what I mean? The people see it.
No, ain't no people. They know people. You the one lying.
Saying. I'm
you
just
lying
saying.
to these people.
I ain't got nothing to eat.
Yep.
Listen. Damn, are you happy now? Listen, fellas, I just want to tell you my first experience, you know what I mean? My first and last experience getting proposed to was a very emotional experience. I would recommend any man, you know what I mean, to experience getting proposed to. I think it's a beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Actually, it derived from an African country back in the day, and the women would, you know what I mean, propose to their men. It was actually
such a liar.
The white man that twisted it around and he put the black man on his knee. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we just doing the tradition. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? There we go. All that matters is y'all married now. Yes. After she proposed. But I mean, nonetheless, you know what I mean?
I still did it on my terms though, and he said, okay.
Okay, so
He
the
said,
truth is coming out.
okay.
She still did it. She
Who
still
said I
did it.
love you first?
You mean?
Who said I love you first?
That's sad you don't even remember. I'm appalled because I know. You know what I mean? Wow.
You said you love me. Jamal said he loved me first.
You don't even know. You just guessing.
Jamal said he did. Jamal was doing a lot of first of everything, yo.
Like what, nigga?
It's
You talking about? Listen, man. You know what I mean?
It's okay. Like,
Listen,
it's nothing
when
wrong with it.
listen.
See, this is the part I don't like. This was that person that Jamal was trying to be when we met. He was trying to be this fake person that he wasn't.
When your
like,
woman proposes
Just
to you,
real.
listen. When your woman
real.
proposes
be
to
honest
you,
to the people.
you know what I mean?
Be
then
honest.
it's only right. You know what I'm saying? Tell her you love her. You know what I mean?
He said he loved me. He loved all of me.
Yeah.
Okay. He loved me. That's why I said we might as well just get married. Like, we together.
No, it was more like, will you? You know what I mean? But you know.
We together. He said, okay. Period. Okay. Then we got tattoos.
Might as well.
We might as well. Come on.
Who the hell say might as well? What kind of weak ass? Matter of fact, even if you did say that was a might as well. How you gonna say might as well?
It don't matter. He said okay.
You don't even talk like that. You don't even talk like that.
I did say that.
I ain't never heard you say might as well. I never heard you say might as well.
Now listen.
Now it's might as well. Now it's might as well. Whoa. Was it might as well or was it might as well? I need to know. The people want to hear. Was it might as well or was it might as well? It's the difference.
Might as well. Nope. He did. He said okay. He gave me an okay in my Eddie Murphy voice.
Listen,
okay.
The people can believe, but listen, the people know what the truth is. You know what I mean? So, you know, that's that.
They do. They do. Listen, if anybody know me, they know.
The people definitely Jay, the people definitely know what the truth is. You know. Again, like listen, whoever you looking for, definitely look for them on that connection, y'all. That's the theme of this, you know what I'm saying, live today. As we seeing the common goal is the connection, you know what I'm saying? And don't be afraid. Now, I don't know how it works on the opposite side, because like I had to cut, like I said, I started off on the wrong foot. So for me, you know what I'm saying, it was like personal that I, you know what I'm saying, like redeem myself. You know what I mean? But it was a good thing because, you know what I'm saying, sometimes people do like appreciate you when you're an asshole, but then when you turn it around and you show love. We in Philly, like that type of shit happens all the time. I was saying that earlier. I think I missed my point sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I go on a tangent. I mean, but like in Philly, like you could start off on the wrong foot with somebody. You could be beefing with them or whatever like that, and then next thing you know, y'all mess around and be like best friends. And I think that's kind of like how it happened with her. I started off, you know what I'm saying, as an asshole, so to speak, and you know what I mean. But once I switched and showed her, you know what I'm saying, the other side, it was like, yo, I fuck with him, you know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, like, he really can, you know what I mean, he can go there when he want. He could definitely hit the gas, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it's about. But it's about that connection. Like, make sure you find that connection, because then, you know what I'm saying, like, you can really just have fun within that. We did so much shit within that first year, you know what I'm saying? You know, just kind of like dating and, you know, and all that. And I think, honestly, now that we talking, you know what I mean? Because dating is one thing, meeting a person is one thing, right? And that's what we're talking about. Where are places to meet a person? So, yeah, I mean, meeting a person is one thing, you know, finding that connection with somebody is one thing, but then it's like maintaining it. And I can say, and we talked about this before, you know what I'm saying, just to take it to the next step in terms of meeting somebody. When Cherie got pregnant, you know what I'm saying, you know, after we got married, or right around the time we got married, but when we actually had Idris, since that first year, all we did was like, it was just all about us. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it would just be me and her. You know what I'm saying? If I'm working, she riding out, she handling stuff for us. And then later on, we going out or we hanging together, we chilling together. It was just us all the time. I mean, I get the kids, whatever I had the kids, we doing kid stuff. We doing stuff with the kids together, or, you know what I mean? She taking this and the third. But when we had Idris, which was her first child, it was like the dynamic changed. I was so used to like getting all of her attention, you know what I'm saying? And then, and probably vice versa for her too. And then when Idris came, it was like she was, you know what I mean? She was so into our son as she's supposed to be. And I think like some of that also caused like turmoil with us, you know what I'm saying, early on in our relationship. So your relationship starting off and meeting somebody is going to be one way, that connection is going to be one way, but it's like it is a journey, and like you got to be prepared for like adjustments, you know what I'm saying? Like we had adjustments. Having Idris was an adjustment, you know what I'm saying? You know, me going through, you know what I mean, custody issues and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying, was an adjustment, you know what I mean? And throughout these different adjustments, you know what I'm saying, you know, like for whatever reason, you know, just because of like just the strength, you know what I'm saying, that, you know, we had at different times for each other, we just kind of, you know, we made adjustments, you know what I mean? But I think if you're not willing to make adjustments, then that's when you can kind of break that relationship off. You know what I mean? If you feel like that person that's with you is not, you know what I'm saying, flexible to make an adjustment. Let's just say, you know what I mean, you in business and your business grows, or you're something like that. And, you know what I'm saying, you going to another level, and your partner doesn't, you know, feel comfortable with you going to that next level. You know, that's where like attention can be, because that partner is not ready to make that adjustment with you. You know what I'm saying? So I think meeting somebody is one thing, but to stay with them, you got to kind of be ready to, you know what I'm saying, to make adjustments, because things are going to come at you. Like, yeah, that honeymoon period going to be the sweetest ever. You know what I mean? Like, everything going to be sweet, this, that, and the third, you know, but like, how's it going to be when you really actually go through something real? You know what I'm saying? And that's what I appreciate about our relationship. And that was one of the things I liked about Cherie being a bartender, because at the same time, as sweet as she can be, you know what I mean, you got to be tough to be a bartender, because you're dealing with a lot of drunk people, you know what I mean? And you know, when you drunk, you belligerent, you know what I mean, you cocky, you arrogant, this and the third, and you still got to stand your ground. You got to get the money you got to get from XYZ, you know what I'm saying? You got to be alert, on top of your game. So like, she had a certain toughness that I liked too, you know what I'm saying? All those little things, you know what I'm saying, was getting calculated, you know what I mean, by my spirit, you know what I mean? My spirit was calculating different stuff. So when we actually went through tough times, she was able to make some adjustments, because, you know, at her core, she's soft, you know what I mean? But she still is tough too, you know what I mean? So, you know, so that really helped us to, you know what I mean, to keep going, because we went through some really tough times. Everything was super sweet. It couldn't have, I don't think, it's hard to really like outbeat like the first year we had, you know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, we had some times that was like super low, you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is, you know what I mean, like Cherie was tough, you know what I'm saying, and was able to make these different adjustments, you know what I mean? We both made adjustments, you know, together. Like, you know what I'm saying, I'm definitely tough as well. So maybe that's what Kalina was talking about when she saw something in you. She was like, yeah, that she like a female version of you. You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what it is. She saw some of the toughness, but she saw some of the, like, a big heart that you had at the same time. You know what I mean? But when it's time to, like, you know, turn it up, you can kind of turn it up and everything. So I think that's important. Making that connection, you know what I mean, with somebody, and, you know what I'm saying, and being ready, you know, to pivot and make them adjustments, you know what I'm saying, when you care about that person, because you're going to change. Shit going to change. You know what I'm saying? It's no use to meeting somebody that's a great person, you know what I'm saying, unless you just, you know, just want to meet them and keep it moving. If you want to keep that person, then like that's the next step. All right, how do I find them? You know what I mean? But then, you know, how I keep them around. You know what I'm saying?
You got to
Huh?
put in the work. You have to put in the work. Like, you have to put in the work in your relationship if you really genuinely want it to work. You have to put in the work in order for you, right? Like she just said, you want to evolve, but you,
Yeah.
like, in order for
Yeah.
that to happen, y'all have
Mm,
to put in the work. Don't,
mm,
I mean, you know, it's gonna always be what it is. Nothing. You're gonna
mm,
always be single. You're not gonna ever be with nobody. Your relationship status will never elevate to single, date, and marriage, because you don't put in the work. You have to. Like, it just, like, nobody is going to be that person that in your mind you think is going to be. You got to create that. Like, you got to mold that person to be the person that you want them to be. That's true. Don't think that you're not supposed to mold somebody to be somebody that you want. Now, if you feel like, all right, I done did all this molding, all I can do, and it's not working, then it's not working. But you still have to put the work in. Some people give up with the first try of the relationship that they're in, and they have a bad experience, and they like, forget that. I'm not doing this no more. I'm not I'm not taking them out on a date no more. I'm not going to do nice things for them no more. Why? That is you. That's the type of person that you are. How can you steer away from the person that you are? Why are you changing you? Like, you still have to be you regardless. I mean, you can put a limitation on it, like not go too far, but you still have to be you. You can't change who you are. Like, and that's where what we do and why we be single, because we like, all right, well, the last guy I was with, I was whining, dining, doing all this extra stuff, pulling out my best little lingerie, get up, cooking, all this. And now the next one, I'm not doing it. Nope. Why? That's you. That's who you are. Like, that's who you are. She said, yeah, I tried marriage twice already. Don't know if I have it in me no more. Laugh out loud. You never know. You never know. Never say never.
Hey, but
Never say
that's
never.
the other thing too. Like, nobody really knows how long forever is, you know what I'm saying, when we decide to get married, and I think that, everything's not for everybody. And it's almost like college. Like, sometimes you have to experience first to really be able to say, all right, maybe it is for me, or maybe, it isn't for me. You know what I mean? Maybe you have to try it multiple times. Some it might take people 4 years to graduate. It might take somebody else 12 years, 15 years. You know what I mean? But like, I think that being comfortable with who you are, and just, what I'm saying, like, finding who you are is very, very important, because then you can identify with who you are. And once you identify with who you are, who you love to be, like your best self, then you can attract that mate or those mates. You know what I'm saying? Because you might just want to date people. You might be comfortable with dating, people, or whatever the case may be, or not having super long-term, relationships. Like, in our life, we really have the power to design our life to be however we want. So just whatever you do, sis, you know what I mean? Stay in a position of power. Let it be because it is, something that you want to try, you know what I mean? Something that you want to go after. Stay within your power. You know what I mean? We're not a victim to life, you know what I'm saying? We are conquerors, you know what I mean? We are in control of our life. So stay in control of your life. If you want to get married again, I can get married again. If you don't, then guess what? You don't. You know what I mean? Find some people that make you laugh, that make you smile, you know what I'm saying, that make you feel good, and treat them people good. We don't have to always put a label on something. And that's one thing that we didn't do starting off. We didn't put a label on our relationship. I don't even think it even like crossed our mind. We just was like literally just going with the flow. And you know what I'm saying? And we just rocked out, So don't worry about those labels. Sometimes labels can put you in a box, and they can limit, you know what I mean, you progressing to something even more. You know what I mean? So don't put no label on it. Make sure whatever you do or whoever you with, they make you happy. They push you mentally, spiritually, you know what I'm saying? And in different ways, and keep on rocking it and building yourself until you attract just a group. Because sometimes you just got a village. You ain't got to have one person. You might have a village of people that just, make your sun shine brighter. You know what I mean? And that's what you do. That's what we about. Empowering our lives and getting what we want, out of this one life that we have right now. So, do you. Congratulations on being bold enough to take that shot twice after you got married one time. You know what I mean? In my situation, I've just pretty much gotten out of a relationship, and it was, traumatic, and I was like, you know what? I just was bold enough and brave enough to say, I'm gonna love again. I'm not going, not, love. And really, since it was so natural, I just let life take its course, you know what I mean? and you know, take me where we going. My intentions is good, you know what I'm saying? I respect myself, you feel me? I love myself, and then, you know, that just started to, it just attracted, you know what I'm saying, the right energy. So you keep doing what you're doing. You know what I mean? Work on you first, you know what I mean? At all times, make sure that you centered and balanced, you know what I'm saying? And yes, it definitely took work too. It took work. It takes work on a daily. Like, we be having our beefs. I hope for 1 second nobody on here thinks that, you know what I'm saying, we don't go through our beef, or we don't, you know what I'm saying, like, have our, you know, disagreements and things like that. You know what I mean? Because, like, we still human. We still black. Like, at the end of the day, we still got real shit going on. So, you know what I mean? We're not going to always disagree. And we still growing. You feel me? We still evolving. We was just in the car the other day, and we was somewhere. She was like, you know what? Like, I really am growing. You know what I mean? Because XYZ. And I was like, damn, that is, I ain't even peep it. But yeah, that is a point of growth. So we, you know, like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, like, I want her to, you know, to continue to grow, and she wants me to continue to grow. So we got to push each other. Sometimes we got to do our own, you know, looking in the mirror, you know what I mean? But we go through shit, trust and believe, you know what I'm saying? This is a helpful platform for us at the same time, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's no bullshit. I'm not gonna sit up here and act like, you know what I mean, we got it all figured out and all that. No, not at all. Not at all. We, you know what I'm saying, we gotta work hard for every single day, man. Every single day we gotta grind for it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah. So I mean, I just say, just be you. Don't change who you are, no matter who the person is. Because at the end of the day, at least you know that you can walk away and say, listen, I did what I did, my part. I was being me. I was genuine 100%. I didn't change up. I didn't, you know, go do nothing out of the ordinary, and clearly that person didn't appreciate or, understand who you are as a person, because the person has to understand who you are. Like, we have different personalities every day. We got a lot of them. I got a lot of them. You got a lot of them. We not the same person every single day, but the person that you with have to understand that, because it's like, yeah, we are human. Like, but at the end of the day, like, you're gonna have a moment. I'm gonna have a moment. We're gonna have good days. We're gonna have bad days. We're gonna have crazy days. We're gonna have sad days. But when you're in a relationship with somebody, you have to understand those ups and downs. If you don't understand those ups and downs from both sides, it's not going to work. That's why I don't be working, because it's like you get frustrated when the person is like really going through something, and that be our problem. Like, we don't, we feel like, oh, well, all you want to do is argue, or all you want to do is talk, or sometimes we just want somebody to listen to us from both sides, men too. Like, sometimes y'all frustrated, y'all got a lot going on, and all we want to do is talk and yap and whatever. And, we don't want to listen, but you have to listen to each other. Sometimes you got to just take a step back and be like, damn, like, they really was going through something, or they really was hurt, or, like, I got to figure out how I can be supportive in that time or in that moment. Cause it may not even necessarily be you, but then it turned out being you because you wasn't doing something as simple as just listening.
yeah,
Like, and listening goes a long way.
yeah, yeah. I felt like that the other day. It was like we was having a we was it was like an argument. We've been working on, like, having more so disagreements than arguments. You know what I'm saying? We've been trying to work on that, but like within the communication, because TJ, you just said communication is key. You absolutely right. You know what I mean? You said you have to listen and understand. You right, because sometimes you listen just so you can say what you got to say. Like, you're quiet. Like, I can hear you, but I'm not, like, listening. I'm not soaking it in to understand it from where you coming from. So we sitting up here talking, and she's upset about something or whatever the case may be, and like, while she's talking, I'm like, I just need to listen. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I had something to say. I had a comeback and all that, but I was like, I just really need to listen. As I'm listening, you know what I mean? One of the things I had said earlier, I'm like, with Dag, you know what I'm saying? you know, why you ain't put, lingerie, this and the third? And she was like, Jamal, that's what, like, I would do that all the time. Like, you don't act like that's not how I get down. And I'm like, damn. Right in that moment, I'm like, yo, it's quite a few times. I'm just gonna be transparent here on some real stuff. It's quite a few times that, Cherie get a room, rose petals, had this ready, little candlelit Jones, this and the third, and be ready for me, this and the third, give me a little heads up, and then I come in there, 12:30, or I come in there late, or whatever the case may be, because I'm, thinking in my head that I'm doing the right thing because I'm grinding. I'm in the shop, or whatever the case may be, I'm getting at $1, whatever. And it was like quite a few times, and I felt like, well, damn, I am doing what I'm supposed to be doing because I'm grinding to make sure we getting XYZ, doing XYZ. And she was like, like, I'm like, why is you acting so, I'm saying? I'm here, like, I'm here. Let's rock, let's roll, boom, boom. But then more recently when we had that like when I sat back and listened, I'm like, damn, she did used to do that shit on the fucking regular, on the calm. And like, at that time, I wasn't mature enough to really accept what she was saying genuinely from my heart. Like, this was for you, and you just, like, you didn't, what I'm saying, like, make that consideration and make that time, what I'm saying, for us at that time. And that shit was like, damn, I'm a little bit more mature. Like, I'm still ain't, I still don't know shit, but I'm mature enough to know, like, and look back like, damn, I didn't think much of it. But looking at it now, she really was just like pouring her heart out. She was putting her presentation on for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, when you from the heart doing something for somebody like that, that's a lot. And I was like, damn, I'm sorry. Like, I didn't see it at the time. I really didn't. You know what I'm saying? And now that I'm sitting back thinking about it, like, yeah, like, you really do that. Like my fault. I was like, my bad. You know what I'm saying? I really was. Like, I felt, and we wasn't even, it was something kind of like different. We was even, arguing about, but I got something out of the disagreement, you know what I'm saying, from the past, and looked at it like, damn, like you really decent, like you really from the heart, and you was really, trying to make sure we got that, that in, and you was creative and all that, and I just didn't, it wasn't even on purpose though, you know what I mean? But, so listening, communicating is key, and sometimes, you just gotta listen. Sometimes I might just need her to listen to me, and sometimes she might be talking to me just so I can listen to her. So that's another thing, like, kind of knowing when it's time to just listen. You know what I'm saying? So communication, yes, is key. My fault. I know it's people putting stuff on here, but I was just having a little moment. I used to distance myself when he was upset, not even finding out what was wrong. Wow. And he let me know he needs me to be there, not disappear. I thought I was giving him space that he needed. Wow, that's a good one. Yeah, that's a good one. So, yeah, so Lita said, I used to give my husband distance when he was upset, but I never found out why he was upset or what he needed, whatever, you know what I mean? But he told her, yo, I don't need you to disappear on me. I need you to, to be there, for me. And that's deep. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, Lita, you thought you was doing the right thing. Like, get that man some space, whatever like that. You know what I mean? But I guess that's the good thing about communication, because, you know what I mean, he, at some point let you know, like, yo, you know what I'm saying? This is what I need from you. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, because when we dealing with somebody, they are a one of one. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes we'll go off of, like I said earlier, society's version of what we should be doing for our mate, or a past, experience version of what we should do for our mate. But sometimes we really got to listen to exactly who we with. And they are so, beautifully different, that it takes time for you to get to really know exactly, what they need. And guess what? Even through, communication is not all verbal. So it's non-verbal communication. You know what I'm saying? 80% of communication is non-verbal. So gestures, feelings, emotions, reactions is all things to pay attention to too, because, sometimes we don't even know why we do like this or don't like that. We can't even express it. You know what I'm saying? So like as a partner, it takes time for you to sit back and read your mate and say, you know what, she's not feeling this, or you know what, she digging this. She might not be able to explain it, but you know what I mean, XYZ. So communication, y'all, and it's not all verbal. You know, a lot of it is nonverbal. You know what I mean? But listen, today's conversation, you know what I mean, I think was, you know, very, you know what I'm saying, a very good conversation, because again, we got from it, it's not necessarily about, you know what I'm saying, where you meet somebody, but it's about the connection that you get once you meet somebody. You know what I mean? It's about getting that spiritual connection, not just the physical connection, y'all. When I'm saying a physical, like just the visual connection, you know what I'm saying? Like you just don't know. A diamond starts off as a little rock, you know what I mean? And it goes through a process until it's this beautiful diamond. So for all my people out there, I want y'all to think about this. Think about having I want y'all to think about getting somebody before their greatness. You know what I'm saying? In other words, can we have foresight with somebody to say, you know what, that guy, I know he working at XYZ, but he really looked determined. He gonna be somebody. Because a lot of time we want the finished product, but by the time you got the finished product, now everybody is on this guy. So can you identify a diamond before it's shining? That's the next question. Can you identify a diamond before it's shining? And we got to work on that technique, you know what I mean, of how to find that spiritual connection with somebody even before they made it big, or before, you know what I'm saying, they all out there. It's all spiritual. So sometimes we got to close our eyes to find the right person, open our ears, open our heart, and then make that connection. I think that's one of the keys that kind of helps Sheree and I, you know what I'm saying, make our connection. And some of the other guests that was on tonight, that explained their connections, that visually, or you know, based on the concept of what they wanted, wasn't there, but the spiritual connection, you know what I'm saying, is what really, you know what I'm saying, was the meat of everything. The spiritual connection was what really was the deeper connection that led. So just something to think about. Today's live was very good in terms of us just sharing. Again, you know, I mean, we aren't professionals, but we are. I guess we will be extras because we've been, you know, I mean, rocking out for 13 years. But nonetheless, we all still learning and growing. You know what I mean?
But why
Sheree,
everybody
was it anything you
here?
want to
So
plug?
we're actually, pop-up shop and a barber showcase at our shop on 5001 Westminster Avenue on May 15th from 1 to 6. It'll be over 28 Black-owned vendors. So if you guys are not busy, mark your calendar. May 15th at
15.
5001 Westminster Avenue. If you go on my page, I have the flyer with all the information and also the vendors. We appreciate everybody that came back with us.
Wow.
And next week's topic is going to be finances. I know a lot of people wanted to talk about it this week, but I want to really fully prepare for that topic because that is a serious topic and I don't want anybody to miss it. It's going to be really good. We have a special guest that's going to come on and give some real good information on financial
Literacy.
just a financial lifestyle. Yeah, literacy on, you know, just finances in general. We appreciate everybody for being on here, and it's a wrap.
May 15th, Sunday, I see you out there. Music, food, you know what I mean, showcasing. Let's get it.